sometimes I redo stuff.
Okay, here we go.
All right.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Deb, and I'm on the DT for Miriam's Crafting Supplies. And today I am doing a Friday tutorial for Make It at Home, and we are going to print directly to a tag. So the first thing that I need you to know is I'm using Microsoft Office because most people have that, and it's pretty simple to use. So as you see, I am going to be using the Ephemera Set 1 from the Come Fly With Me paper packet by Dares Designs. They're available at Miriam's Crafting Supplies. And I've brought that up in Microsoft Office Picture Manager. So the first thing you need to do is right-click and copy. Okay? Do not close this out. Just minimize. And then go ahead and open a Word document. Okay? Now we're going to paste it. And I just right-click and hit paste. Okay? And the image I want to use is the one in the lower left corner here, the man on the odd bicycle balloon. So I'm going to highlight the picture. And you see at the top here, there's a little pink button that says Picture Tools. And I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go over here to the right where it says Crop. Click on that as well. Now, once you do that, you're going to see these little black lines around your picture, and that allows you to take away what you don't want. So I'm going to bring this over here, and I'm not getting it exact right now. I'm just getting the unwanted things removed. Okay. All right. So now I can look at it, and I can see that I've still got quite a bit of space that I can remove here. So I'm going to crop it some more, and I'm going to, you have to go real slow on this and bring it just up to the line. If you overshoot it, you can undo it, but it's just easier if you take your time, and then you won't have to go through that extra step. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. Oh, I went a little too far, so I'm going to go up here to the Undo button. You can see it says Undo Crop Picture. And I'm going to go back over here to Crop. And when you just give yourself a little bit of space like that, it is a little more difficult, so you have to go really slow. And there we go. Okay. So now I have my picture perfectly cropped. You can see it's inside that box. And to make this work, I need to adjust the height and the width. And you see over here on the right-hand side, the height and the width. So the tag that I'm going to print to is 3 1/8 by 6 3/8. So that's about 6.4. So I'm going to go over here and highlight, and then I'm going to type in 6.4 and hit enter. Okay? So now it's the right height, but it's too wide, as you see. So to adjust that, you need to go here where it says size, and there's a little arrow in the corner, and you highlight that and click on it, and it brings up this little box. Now, because the ratio is off, we need to go to the scale, and you see where it says lock aspect ratio, right here where the arrow is, and I'm going to unclick that. Okay? So now I can go over here and adjust my width. Now, 3 1/8 is approximately about 3.18. So I'm going to type that in, and then I'm going to hit enter, and it will close it and bring it. So now it's the height and the width that I desired. Okay? So we will then go over here, and we will go to print. Now, because we're just using this as a guide, we don't want to waste our ink. So we're going to go over here to Properties. And on Properties, you're going to go to Media, and you're going to look up your paper type. And you want plain paper, fast draft quality. And the reason that you want that is to save ink. Because this is just a guide, and it's not actually printing to the tag yet. Okay? So then you would hit OK. Now, I've already printed one out, so I'm going to just cancel out. And it will print, and then this is where we're going to switch back to our camera now so you can see how to print it to the tag. Okay? Do not close this out. Just minimize it because you will need it again. All right, I'm going to turn off screen sharing, and I'm going to go to my camera. Okay? Now, here is the picture that I've printed out. And here is the tag that I want to print it onto. Now, to do this, you will need a big two-way glue pen. And I'm going to bring that just a little bit closer so you can see. It's big two-way glue. Okay? All right? Now, when you open it, the tip is blue, and that's because the glue is blue. You're going to put on just 3 small dots right at the top. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to bring the paper a little closer. And you can see there that the glue is blue as it's on the paper. Now, when it's blue, if you were to glue something, if you were to put something on it, that would be a permanent adhesive. What we want is a temporary adhesive, and that's why it's called two-way, because if you let it dry, it becomes a temporary adhesive. So normally I would use a heat gun, but I don't want to bother with the noise. So I'm just going to put it in front of my space heater for just a second and get that glue to dry. Okay, now you can see when it's dry, it turns clear. And you can see the picture through it. So it's clear, and once it's clear, it's a temporary adhesive. Okay? So now I'm going to take my tag, and I'm going to put it, and I didn't put the glue all the way onto the picture. I just put like half the dot on the picture and half the dot on the white space. And the reason that I did that is because I want to be able to see where the glue dots are so I can align my tag exactly where I want it. And then I'm just going to press down on the glue. Okay, I didn't get it on straight. So as you see, it's temporary. Just pull it back off and readjust it. Okay, there we go. So I pushed down on the glue, and now you can see it's on the paper, and you can feed it through your printer just like that. Okay? So it's time to switch back again. So I'm going to turn off the webcam, and we're going to go back to share screen. Okay? Now I'm going to bring that Word document up again. Okay? So there we have what we've cropped and printed. And the reason that we're bringing it back up again is because we're going to need to reprint from this place. So we're going to go over here to print. Let me put this in the printer. Okay. And now we're going to go back over to properties, and we have to adjust it because remember we had it on fast draft. Now, I don't like to print on normal quality unless I'm just printing like a document for my own purposes. I like to use either plain paper best quality or specialty paper best quality or photo paper, depending upon the type you're using. Now, for this, I'm going to use specialty paper best quality. That will give me a really good, sharp picture. Okay? And I'm going to hit all right, okay, down in the bottom here. And now I'm ready to print. I just need 1 copy, number of copies 1, and I'm going to hit OK again. Okay, we're just going to wait for that to print out. I'm going to go ahead and minimize this while that's printing, and once again, I'm going to switch back. And we're going to go to camera. Okay. All right, so it has printed, and there we have it. Now, if you didn't know the tag was there, you probably wouldn't even guess it. So we're going to pull that tag up, and it comes right off. There's no residue on the back. That's one of the things I love about this big two-way pen. And our tag is completely printed. Now I can go in, I can embellish it, I can add highlights, I can stamp on it, I can do whatever it is that my heart desires to complete this tag. But it's already printed, so I don't have to glue anything, any image onto it. So the great thing about this technique is not only does it work for tags, it works for scraps of paper, so don't throw your scraps away. I keep a big box, and if I just need a little something like a sentiment or something that I want to print out, I use this technique. It works fabulous, and I've never had any issues. I don't know, I mean, I've had people ask me, does it work on laser printers? I don't know the answer to that because I have an inkjet. I guess it would depend on how your paper feeds. Mine is a top feed and it slides down, so it works perfectly. And I know a side feed will work fine too. If you have to do it from the bottom where it pulls it up and around, it may jam. I can't promise you that it won't. But for side or top feed printers, this is the way to go. It works fabulously. So I hope you've all enjoyed this little tutorial. Makes life a lot easier when you want to print directly onto something that isn't a regular piece of paper. Again, you can use scraps, you can use tags, vellum, tissue. Tissue is a lot harder. You can't just glue a little edge because it's so thin that it like buckles. So I would not recommend doing this for that. But for, you know, regular pieces of paper or cardstock or anything like that, this is the way to go. All right, I hope this was helpful to you. I hope you'll use this technique. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment after the video and I will get back with you. Thank you.